The breakdown of discipline at a Halifax school has forced the local authority to close it.
Obviously the situation is virtually cartwheeled out of control.
You did have a school that was on the front pages of every newspaper. You could have been forgiven for thinking that, a little bit of Beirut had suddenly arrived in, in Yorkshire.
Teachers shut themselves in their staff room and threatened strike action.
The riding school in West Yorkshire has closed after further attacks on teachers.
The school only closed because faced with this continuation of the serious indiscipline, I ordered my members to retire to the staff room and then phoned up the LEA. Well, I got my deputy. I was travelling on the train at this time and actually I was coming out of to the ITN studios.
Well, it was devastating. The staff were in tears. One particular incident, I remember this young Year 7 lad was walking down the corridor and I was stationed at the top of these stairs, and he turned around and asked me, he said, "Sir, if the school is closing, how are we going to learn anything?" And it was just like somebody putting a spike through my heart. I just, I couldn't answer him, and I had to just say, "Look, just off you go, and we'll sort it out," And then I walked away, and I just burst into tears, because I couldn't cope.
I said to my mum on that morning, "I wonder what Hitler will bring me today, because it's my birthday." So I'm cutting up a bit of corned beef, a bit of precious tomato. The siren went. I just run down the stairs over to the arches. As I was going across to the arches, across the grass, so this bomb dropped.
And the trapdoor used to lead down into this crypt. Because you'd sit listening to the noise of the engine, and then it would stop.
It was all filled with water because a bomb had fallen on top.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anybody else but me. Anyone else but me. No, anyone else but me. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me.
Going down the street dressed up. Going to the people screaming and shouting, "It's not like that, darling." I had a great anger in me. This was coming up. It's like this, like a fairy. I was a queen. A beautiful queen. This queen was coming up. The crown of this queen was coming up. And then I realised, oh, that's what I want.
I love the build-up to Christmas and the New Year and all the rest of it, but it's like Christmas Day and New Year's Day in particular, I've never really been a big fan of. That's family time, and I don't sort of have any contact with my family, and I haven't done for quite a while, so I used to have quite bad Christmases, but I think as I've got older, they're sort of getting better.
Everton, as an area, is quite isolated. If you don't have to come here, you just pass it by. And the reason to come in here, which used to be the ships, isn't here now. So it kind of grows in isolation, and therefore as a community, it stays very much within itself.
Oh, it's a lovely community. Actually, you have to fight to get a house in this street. The saddest thing for me is losing all the neighbours that you grew up with and you live with, and the community's just gone to pot.
If social isolation is a risk for parenting, which the research supports, what's needed is supportive programs that actually bring people in the community together.
Teachers have to get involved, because if they don't get involved and something is happening to that kid, you're questioned, you could lose your job.
You bring a group of people together and you say to them, this is your opportunity to express yourself. As people find their voices, they'll take that opportunity.
It's got nothing else to do with anyone else what you do with your kids. To say, oh, I can't look after Molly, or I can't cope, you feel like you're judged.
The fresh country air. Yeah.
See.
Of course, the horses. Horses is just saying you don't see in London often. Only police. Only like police when they're on patrol on the road and all that.
Farm life is normal for them. Like to us, that seems rich, really rich to us. But I don't know. They might not be as rich as they seem.
They look like 4 or 5. Try those.
Are these a size 8? They look quite big.
They're massive.
You're on.
Leave it. Bye. 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 This job.
How does he know how to do? We went to this farm today, proper massive, like sick. You get to see how, I've never seen a real cow in my life in front of me.
As an organic farmer, I'm allowed to keep 28 butt cows in this barn during the winter. Okay, that's the rule, no more than 28. As a conventional farmer, I'm allowed to keep one for every 4 square metres. So 200 divided by 4 is, I don't think we need our phones, 50. The actual farm animals themselves don't make an awful lot of money. In fact, it's debatable whether they make any money at all at the moment.
I thought like they'll be so rich, have like plenty of horses, loads of money and everything. But when you find out the reality that it's like that to be a farmer, it's different from everyone else's life. It's unique, so you need to get used to it before you want to be like organic farmer.